Okay, this is my video on how to make Bangalore better. So I'm a Kannadiga, born and brought up in Bangalore, and I've seen it evolve over the years. I'm 28 now, and it has been bothering me that Bangalore is like a plant that wants to grow. It has potential in all directions. Like a plant, it needs water, proper amount of sunlight, it needs direction to grow in. You need to change the fertilizers, you need to take care of the bugs and infections that happen. I'm not saying that people are not doing anything. People are doing their part, and there are people who are not doing their part also. So one day I went swimming in the morning, and while coming back, I was driving back, and I've been thinking about this for a while, and then I thought, okay, I need to have a plan. In case one day I come into power, I need to have a plan to how to make Bangalore better. And this is my approach. So, how to make Bangalore better? The first thing to make Bangalore better is that you have to teach discipline to people. It's not easy to teach discipline to a grown up, but the first step would be to go to the top of the funnel and fix the education system. Not that it needs fixing, it is good in its own way, but we need to go into the discipline based education system. What I mean by that is that cleanliness, discipline, taking care of things, these things need to be taught right from the start. Right from LKG, UKG, first standard, kids need to be taught to keep their spaces clean and neat, and the importance of it. The only way that a person will understand the importance of discipline is once he has been disciplined for a while. Not only these, and additionally, they need to be taught spirituality, empathy, creativity, fitness, team sports, and music. These are the things that make a human better. This is what is needed in order to first make Bangalore better. So let's start fixing the education system so that the people who are growing up gets fixed before we come into fixing the people who are already grown up. So team sports is another important thing that needs to be taught. Team activity in general, so that kids grow up in a team. They know how to be among people. They know how to interact with people, so that they know different kinds of people in the society and how to deal with each of them. So until high school, no exams are required. I think a lot of schools are already doing this, which is great, because there's no point of exams. I think kids should be given some sort of an activity or some sort of a research thing, different kinds of activities. These are already ongoing. There are a number of schools that don't have exam right up until 9th and 10th, and they are working great. Coming to step 2, now dealing with the people who are already grown up and teaching them discipline. How do we do that? This is the tricky part. After careful analyzing people, I realized why people are not disciplined. Why don't people follow some basic sense or some basic rules like don't spit, don't throw things around? I think it's mainly based on insecurity. There are 2 types of insecurity I observed. One is I'm the boss feeling insecurity. This is like the kind of people who think they are the best, this roots from an insecurity of feeling inadequate. But how do you deal with this kind of an insecurity? So this kind of people need to be emphasized to consider physical activities in order to release pent up energy. This is the most important thing for these kind of people. But how do we bring about this change? What we can do is the leading fitness chains such as Cult or any other chains can take up some initiative where the government sends some public people to these kind of activities, and Cult needs to support them. This might result in a better public overall. The second type of insecurity is I amount to nothing feeling insecurity. These are the kind of people who feel very low, and these are the kind of people who get pushed around by everybody. So how do you fix these kind of people? They need to be taught that achieving something is not the only joy, and joy exists in everyday life, and they need to be taught the concept of dharma, that is working without expecting any fruits, and the joy of working itself, and cleanliness and discipline. But these, how do we teach these things to them? So this can be taken up by all the spiritual institutions such as Sadhguru, all of other major institutions, who claim to teach people basic how to live kind of things. So if government can identify a few people, let's say somebody is breaking the traffic rules, or some sort of overreaction from the public side, instead of taking harsh actions on them, I think government can link fitness institutions, spiritual institutions based on the type of person, and send them over there in order to recoup and become a better society. Okay, now step 3. Step 3 is to remove the difference of treatment of rich and poor. This is a major thing in India I've seen, especially in Bangalore. It is not like a foreign country where people are dressed well or shop in fancy cars, and it's not likely to be that. Even rich people who are ultra rich dress up very simple, and which is a great thing. This is the part of humbleness that I love in Bangaloreans. And even then, in common places such as restaurants, public, let's say swimming pools or public transport places, anywhere where people are interacting, everyone should be treated equal. They should not be biased on the basis of their car or their clothes or color or their status or how they speak. Despite of that, everyone should follow the same rules, everyone should wait in the same line. It should be made common. But how do we enforce this? I think here we need some creative ads to depict the same, because we need creative people to make ads that's gonna go viral and make people feel that it is right to treat everybody the same despite of how much money you're making, because we are all accessing these public spaces for the same services. So why be differentiated over there? Now we come to step 4, which is public infrastructure, maintenance and quality. First thing is maintain straight and neat footpaths. This is like basic thing that we need in Bangalore right now, because Bangalore is very walkable. Let's say 10 months out of 12 months is like a very good weather and we can walk everywhere. And considerably the places are closer. To be honest, 5-6 kilometers should be no big deal to walk. But with the current footpath situation, it's very difficult. What needs to be done is we need to make straight footpaths, and footpaths should be clear off of the vehicles. You shouldn't have to look and walk, which makes it very strenuous and not a pleasant experience overall. So if we can maintain neat footpaths, the traffic also reduces, and also people start walking more, people become healthier. It's a huge benefit to the society. And keep a lot of dustbins. Keeping alone is not enough, gotta maintain it as well. Another thing in India, in Bangalore or India, in what we are lacking in is maintenance. We build all the infrastructure, we build everything, but we don't maintain it. Maintenance not only from the public side, but from the government side as well. The regular maintenance needs to be done, like these dustbins need to be cleaned. These things are to be ingrained into people. Next is maintain roads. Of course, roads are the worst. Roads are worst in Bangalore. I don't know why it is so bad in Bangalore. The rest of the states have got it sorted, but Bangalore is like, it's messed up right now. So make the roads clean and use quality products. Don't use like a cheap ass dustbin. Don't use cheap ass tar. Don't use like things that are not going to be maintained. It's like, how much money are you gonna swindle? It makes no sense. Like, give us the proper infrastructure. That's like the basic thing. Come on. Step 5, driving license testing and teaching. This is another important thing I've observed in Bangalore. People don't know how to drive. Bangalore people are the best drivers in the world. They have a lot of patience. They drive really well, but they lack certain common traffic sense. I don't blame them. I blame these driving license institutes, because they teach them how to ride a vehicle, how to drive a car, but they don't teach them the basic rules to be followed. A simple example, if I can show you, let me just draw it here. So this is a junction. This is a 4-direction junction. Let's say there is some sort of a jam over here. This guy is coming, this guy is coming, this guy is also come off till here. Now the person who's coming from here need to wait before this line. But what this guy is gonna do, he's gonna go here and wait, which makes no sense. Like, why are you doing that? You're blocking the whole thing. If you just wait here, this guy will pass, this guy will pass, this guy will pass, you can go. It's a 2-second thing. Like, these kind of things need to be taught before providing the license. And the qualification to be made stricter, because one, there's a lot of population, a lot of cars, a lot of bikes in Bangalore, and the roads are small and it's challenging, and you need to teach them how to drive. And you have to teach them to stay on the left. You need to teach them to put the indicator. A lot of things that need to be taught before coming on the road itself, because it's dangerous for everybody. So these are the basic 5 steps. The future after this, we can go to the connections, how interlinking between the roads and how the small roads can be made into one ways, and how to sort the parking situation. These things can be looked at later.